Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I am going to show you how to create one of the cards that I created in the After the Storm PDF file. This PDF file is available this month. So let's change the camera and get started. All right, so here is the stamp set. It's called After the Storm. It's got these gorgeous sun rays, the clouds, and beautiful sentiments. This is the card that I'm going to show you how to create. It's one of the cards in the PDF file. And I got my inspiration for the card from the sentiment here. Even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise. I just thought that was a beautiful sentiment, and I think the card turned out really well as well. So let's get started on that. You're going to start with a piece of basic black cardstock. We're going to take the embossing buddy and we're going to cover the whole piece. And what that does is it makes it so that the white powder doesn't go where I don't want it. Then we're going to take the sun rays and the Versamark ink, and we're going to ink that up. Now I don't want to do the straight full, so I want to put a scrap piece of paper that's a little larger than my actual card, and I'm just going to come in the center just like that and stamp. Okay, and now I'm going to come in with the cloud and use the Versamark, and I'm going to just come in with the clouds. And I know you can't see them, but once I put the embossing powder on, you're going to see everything. And then I'm also going to come in with the sentiment. And we're going to put that in the bottom corner here. Now I'm going to come in with the embossing powder. It is the white. I'm going to grab a scrap piece here of paper, and we'll come in with that embossing powder. And any excess, just kind of flick that away. That looks really good. Now we'll come in and heat set that. Pour my powder back in. All right, we'll bring in my heat tool and heat set that. Might take a minute to get started because the heat gun's got to heat up. There it goes. I tend to stay in one area until I see it get shiny, and then I move on. I don't stay in one area very long. Once it starts turning and getting shiny, I keep moving. That kind of looks cool just like that. Just want to make sure that I get all that powder melted. That looks good. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the circle dies, and you're going to take the second from the smallest circle die. At least that's the one I used. You can use any one you want, but you're going to take that one and you're going to die cut a circle out of Daffodil Delight cardstock. So you have this. Then you're going to take the pumpkin pie ink pad and the blending brush. Let me see, I got one that's for orange. This one, I think. Yep. So we're going to just pick up some of that orange. I don't want it real bright. And we're going to sponge around the edge of our Daffodil Delight. It just gives it that nice kind of bright orangey. You know how some of those moons are? Or moons, suns. So that's going to go there. What we're going to do for our rays, because we want to pop those out with the color, is you're going to take the Daffodil Delight Dark and the pumpkin blends, and you're going to color those sun rays. Just go right over the top of that embossed white embossing. And as long as you just kind of stay in the lines, you're good. With black, if you went out of the lines, it really is not going to show. So you come in with the dark daffodil, and then you can come in with I'll go with the dark pumpkin. Looks like I might need a new pumpkin. And I just kind of sporadically, not all over, but added some of that pumpkin color on top of that Daffodil Delight, just because I want to bring in that brightness. And then I'll come back in with my daffodil and kind of blend those two colors together. Isn't that pretty? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my sun in there, and then on a scrap piece of cardstock, you're going to take those clouds again. I got to clean mine off here a minute because I don't want to put my Versamark ink into my balmy blue or smoky slate ink. So I'm going to clean that Versamark off. Then I'm going to take the smoky slate ink and those clouds. And you can decide if you want the bigger cloud, the smaller cloud, whichever cloud you think you're going to want to use. Kind of play with them. But you're going to hand cut those out, which goes really quick and easy. You just kind of follow along. So I'm going to cut these out before I stick my sun down, because I just kind of want to lay it all out before I adhere anything down to the card. There's one. Now maybe I'll do the short one. Like I said, you can do short, longs. We'll see. I think on my sample I actually used 2 of the long ones. So if I put my sun there, and then, yeah, I think that looks good. All right, so now I can go ahead and attach my sun down, just like that. Then I can take this longer cloud and we'll put it just like that. Don't worry about the excess, we'll cut that off. And then this one we can put up there like that. I did not pop these up, but if you like to pop things up, go ahead, pop it up. On this one, I have more of the sun showing than on my sample. So totally, however you want to do it. Now we're going to mat that on a little bit bigger piece of white. So it's like a shade bigger. And then I have my base of my card is the Daffodil Delight. We can go ahead and attach that. Just like so. Then we're going to add these gorgeous little drops. They are from the Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials. I think these just gorgeous. They remind me of bright stars at night. We'll put one right there on our sun, and we'll put one more up there. Isn't that gorgeous? And then on the inside, what we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of basic white. We are going to die cut a sticky note. This is a sticky note. I use the smallest circle from the layering circles. We're going to place that right towards the top, just like that. We're going to take the Daffodil Delight ink pad and our blending brush, and we're going to pick up ink and rub that in there. You can do it as much as you like till you get that gorgeous kind of moon image or sun image. I keep saying moon, I mean sun. We're going to clean off our rays because it's got Versamark on it. We don't want that. We're going to take that Daffodil Delight again. We're going to take this is what I call the negative image. We're going to take the circle that we die cut out. We're going to place it over the top. We're going to ink up our rays. And we're going to come in like this. And like this. And then we're going to come in with our clouds. Let's see, where's my smoky slate? Again, if you want to use bigger cloud, smaller cloud, the choice is yours. We're going to take that circle and we're going to place that over our sun. I'm going to mask that. I might do the smaller cloud like that. That looks pretty cool. You can do as many clouds as you want. And then I'm going to take the Balmy Blue ink. Let me grab that a second. And the blending brush. And we're just going to come across the top here. Just add a little bit of blue. Right across the top edge. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? And that's what we're going to put on our inside. Just like this. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that is really going to brighten someone's day. Again, if you would like to receive the PDF file for all the cards and projects featuring the After the Storm stamp set, please visit my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com. If you click on Show More under the video, you will find the direct link to the blog post on how you can get your hands on the PDF file. Plus, there's a list of all the supplies that I used to create today's card. That is it for today. Thanks for stopping by.